FHA pulling back on allowing financing for non-permanent residents, for non-green card and non-citizen folks. Why do I talk about it?
Tell me.
Well, I shot a video a couple of weeks ago letting my clients mainly know that as of May 25 this year, they will no longer be able to get financing on a home if they're not a green card holder or a US citizen. And as always, the comments on social are freaking atrocious. The amount of ill-informed and misinformed and completely uninformed people is frankly just staggering. Why is it a shock? I don't know. I guess I expect better out of people is thing one. But really, let me clarify something. Let me try to explain to y'all that a green card is not the only legal way to reside in the States besides US citizenship. You have to understand that immigration processing and the immigration process is a long, winding road. There are very few legalized and legal immigrants who receive green cards straight out of the gate upon arrival to the US. For many of us who have become naturalized, and yes, yours truly is a naturalized US citizen, got naturalized over 30 some years ago, came to the country 35 years ago legally as a refugee. There are so many of us who come here, the green card doesn't happen tomorrow. You have to go through the immigration process first. And in some cases, it can take about a year to get a green card. In other cases, it may take 5 years to get a green card. It all depends on where in the immigration process you are. In the meantime, you are still in the country legally because you have been in many cases, again, I'm not talking about illegals in this conversation right now. I'm not addressing those people who cross the border and just snuck into the US. I'm talking about those of us who have been granted refugee status. I'm talking about those of us who have been granted asylum status. I'm talking about those of us who have been in the process of applying for the asylum status. Those status people, they're actually now in the States legally, and I have no problem with deporting illegals who are criminals. I have no problem with people not being granted legal residency in the States if they have committed a crime or crossed the border just outright illegally. But I do have a problem with the general populace not understanding the intricacies of mortgage financing, specifically FHA in this case, and various legal statuses of various legal immigrants in this country. Again, there is refugees, there is asylees, there is many other status seekers that actually are here on legal basis. Green card, it makes you an LPR, legal permanent resident. And frankly, certain status, again, like a refugee status with an I-94 form, does not even require that you get a green card ever. Does it make you an illegal? No, the hell it does. You're absolutely here legally with the right to work. You're still paying taxes. You're still doing all the legal stuff. Granted, if you're a refugee, there is absolutely no reason to not get a green card and then further down the pike not to get naturalized. But that's a whole other conversation. But here is the flip side to the story. Some people think that FHA is a benefit or a housing benefit. Please tell me, how is it a benefit? All it is a mortgage insured by the federal government, for which, by the way, the borrower actually pays. Yes, the government insures the FHA loan. However, the FHA mortgage insurance, both the upfront mortgage insurance premium and the monthly mortgage insurance premium, are paid by the borrower, be it a US citizen or be it somebody with or without a green card. Come on. It's not like it's actually coming out of the tax money that we pay. If it were coming out of our hard-earned tax dollars, I'd have a problem with it too. But it's not a freebie. It's a loan that has to be repaid. It's a loan that the person still has to qualify for, still jump through hoops to get the financing. And it's a loan that still does most of the time require a down payment. So it's not your no skin in the game. It's not your freebie type of Section 8 benefits housing. No, it is a loan. It's not a housing benefit. Is it insured by the feds? Yes, but like I said already, while it's insured by the feds, that insurance, the feeder into the federal FHA insurance plan, insurance fund, is paid by the borrowers, all of the borrowers taking out FHA loans. That money is not funded by the feds. It's funded by us, the US people. I am, again, let me reiterate it, not pro-illegal immigration, nor have I ever been. But I take huge issue with people getting on a high horse and starting to yammer about the stuff they have no idea and do not understand. What about people here with their work visas? They're here legally. This country, through its employers, has invited them in, giving them a right to work and giving them a right to buy a home as well. No, they're not taking away from you. There is nothing that is being taken away from you. They work just as hard as we do. They pay their taxes just as much, if not more, than we do. So yes, they should be able to buy a home. And frankly, having FHA taken away from them is kind of unfair. I'm not disputing the federal policy, but I don't have to like it, nor do I have to like all of it. But what I really don't like is uninformed people starting to throw around all kinds of allegations that have absolutely nothing to do with the way the actual program works or with the people obtaining financing through that program to buy their home. Oh, and let's not forget the comments about, why would you get a house or why would you buy a house if you're risking being deported? If you're here legally, you're not going to get deported. If you're not committing any crimes, you're not going to get deported. If you're not doing anything illegal, you're not going to get deported. So why would you not buy a house if you're here legally, not committing a crime, working, and paying your taxes? Or what's the risk in buying a house? You can actually sell it and make money on the sale. So let's get real, people. Please, all I ask is that everybody should be a little more informed before getting on the soapbox and posting crazy comments. Because as the saying goes, you may want to let the pretense of a smart person to be left in place than open your big mouth and dispel all of the vagueness. So, federal policy aside, let's just be better humans, shall we? Your comments are welcome as always. I would, however, ask you to leave the hate at the door. Or, if you're so inclined, go ahead, rip away. But don't be surprised if I rip you right back, right there in the comments.